Hey there, here we are again. This is a late closing chapter of that series I did on that particular alteration of that, I believe, Davidson kilt, in which, again, they'd pleated to the half set. So rather than pleating like that, they were pleating like this and like that to get the maximum number of pleats. And it was interesting and a bit annoying because looking from the back, you had pleats stacked on top of other pleats, which makes it rather difficult to press. So, but still, it was ingenious and it's beautiful work. But continuing to look at it, what I believe the person had done, we can see these white bastes here, right? There are backstitch. There are 2 or 3 back stitches with white basting thread. Now, perhaps that's what's left. I'm just going to use the old man zoom. Perhaps it's what's left of a base that went the length of the fill. Maybe. I mean, there's a thread there, so perhaps, right? So perhaps they basted it together into, let's say, into those 2 pleats, basted it down, and then added, because they're sewing, yeah, it's trying to get the sequence, whether they started on this edge, which is usually the last pleat for me, or over here, because when we turn it upside down, I mean, the stitching is incredible. You can't see it at all from outside. And it turns out from close examination, remember originally I thought it was a machine stitch, but in common with a machine stitch, this person has sewn the kilt, has sewn the pleats from the inside. So if you can look in really closely there, you can see that red line, and there's where it's knotted at the top of the kilt, and it's a running stitch all the way to the bottom of the fell. See, and it's, yeah, a single running stitch with silk thread, and that's really, really complicated way to do business, because if, you know, because there, see, she's done 2 pleats. Don't know why I think it's a woman. Possibly, I don't know. I have no idea why. I think perhaps the owner of this kilt actually told me the woman's name, and I've forgotten it. But yeah, but this is, I mean, that is meticulous. Look how fine those stitches are. And I mean, I would be hard put to, I could possibly achieve, but with difficulty, to do a running stitch like that through a single layer of cloth. But she's done it through 1, 2, okay, 2 layers of cloth, but almost 3. But that's incredibly fine work, and all the way along, right? And I believe she started at that. Did she start at this end and work her way backwards, or did she start at the normal start point at the, what I call the first pleat, right? Because we see, yeah, see the same stitching. I really can't tell if she started and worked her way in that direction or vice versa, but it's incredibly fine workmanship. Very difficult to do, to get that fine stitch through at least 2 layers of cloth, right? And all the time she's doing that, she can't see what's happening on this side, and I think that's why we have some minute variations here. And I'm not really slagging her, because that's a level of workmanship that seriously impresses me. But it's not easier, it's not faster. Unfortunately, she's since died, so I can't ring her up and ask her about it. But it's an achievement. It's a real achievement. But it's not something I would recommend to anybody. I'm certainly not going to try to do myself, because frankly, it's just easier, and you can do as neat a job with a fell stitch from the outside. So yeah, so I just wanted to quickly show you that, because it took me a while to figure this out. Again, we can see the little bits of basting. So presumably she would baste the entire section, 2 pleats together and then sew it down. But fantastic workmanship, very inspiring, but at the same time kind of counterintuitive, because not easy. And you can see slightly inaccurate pleat layouts on this side, because she's working from the wrong side of the inside of the cloth. But yeah, just wanted to share that with you. Thanks for tuning in. Talk to you later.